So you want to be a recruiter, but first you need to know the four main differences between internal and external recruitment. In internal recruitment, the recruiter will be working in Company A. Company A needs to hire many positions. They can be software developers, marketing managers, accountants, salespeople. You get the idea. Opening positions will be requested by managers from the various departments who are looking for employees to join them. We call them the hiring managers. Hiring managers will tell the recruiter what positions they need and the requirements or skills they are looking for. The recruiter then has to go to various job sourcing platforms to advertise the jobs. When applicants write in, the recruiter then sieves through them and forwards the potential good resumes to the hiring manager for review. The hiring manager will then tell you whether or not to arrange for an interview. So, an internal recruiter is basically a recruiter that works in a company and recruits for that company he or she is in. External recruitment, on the other hand, plays a significantly different role in the recruitment process. The recruiter here does not work in a company together with the hiring manager, but works in a separate company known as a recruitment firm or also known as a recruitment agency. The hiring manager gives the internal recruiter the opening position to fill. This is then passed on to an external recruiter to source for. When the external recruiter has found a suitable applicant for the role, he or she passes the resume to the internal recruiter, who then passes it to the hiring manager. This happens when the internal recruiter in Company A faces difficulty in handling recruitment on their own, so they then look to an external recruiter for help. In the event that the applicant given by the external recruiter is successfully hired into Company A will then have to pay a fee to the recruitment firm for their service. Hence, an external recruiter can work to hire for many different companies at one time, whereas an internal recruiter recruits solely only for the company he or she works for. The salary structure for an internal versus external recruiter differs. An internal recruiter is usually paid a fixed salary every month. However, an external recruiter's job is similar to that of a salesperson. They have to do tons of business development work to persuade various companies to work with them. Usually, they reach out to these companies through telemarketing, networking sessions, or even through candidate referrals. An external recruiter is usually paid a basic salary with commission, and this commission is calculated based on a percentage of the amount of sales they are able to bring in each month. Both internal and external recruiters face stress and pressure from different stakeholders. On top of having to source for resumes, external recruiters have to engage in frequent sales presentations and managing the companies they work with. They often work in highly stressful environments due to the recruitment firm's expectations for them to bring in profit for the company. They are subjected to weekly performance reviews whereby their bosses track their activities and sales pipeline. On the other hand, internal recruiters face their pressure directly from hiring managers. They are often pushed to fill roles quickly and are scrutinized by the number of resumes they are able to provide. The difficulty to fill positions differs for both jobs as well. In external recruitment, it is harder for them to fill roles as companies will prefer them to give excellent or close to perfect candidates for the price that they will be paying for their service. As for internal recruitment, companies tend to be more lenient with the candidate. They are more likely to close an eye if they spot the candidate lacking in certain skills or traits. This is because by not having to pay hefty recruitment fees, companies don't have to worry about wasting their money if the candidate were to quit just a couple of months into the job. In conclusion, both internal and external recruiters have the same goal, which is to find candidates to fill positions. Generally, external recruiters earn more than internal recruiters because of the commission they can earn. Being an external recruiter is a great job fit if you are keen to do sales and at the same time work in the field of HR. However, an external recruiter's job has been viewed to be more difficult than working as an internal recruiter.